How being stubborn in hard times of your life could help you to stay focused, motivated, and proactive while not letting adversities affect your thinking pattern. It could have swept me away in the swirl of my worries and concerns, if I wasn't aware of the fact being stubborn. All those awful and painful events could have drained my energy. The miseries which I was through could have left me a hopeless, psychotic person. But being flexible and conscious rather than emotional approach kept me intact. Here are these 6 lessons I learned in hard time of my past. Stubbornness taught miseries aren't permanent if you don't hold them. I would have carried those bad vibes if I did welcome and didn't let them pass. Now, this can't perceive as my courage or manliness, but a steady faith not evolve until having the worst. While waited to receive the worst, that spell passed away. I did let them go so they were gone. 2. Stubbornness taught me hardship. Rollback if we expect worse. You will be in great displeasure if you are not sure what is going to happen in your life. This ambiguity generates worry and uncertainty in your mind. And I didn't handle this uncertainty with courage. Rather, I envisioned and expected worse than how things were going in my life. And this notion of ambiguity rolled back when I used this technique. My brain lowers the expectation level and prepared for the worst. This is not cynicism or conflict with optimism. Rather prepared me to deal with the worst. Which doesn't happen if you already developed a firewall in the subconscious. So expect worse creates a firewall in yourself. Stubbornness taught me to gain time. Gain time when stuck can transform your perception about life. I learned of a proverb about a king who sentenced a man to death. And that man told the king, he is not only going to kill him but one rare art. When asked, he told him he could make horses fly. King didn't believe but granted him 1 year if he could make that happen. So he will free him, otherwise will be hang him for sure. In jail, other prisoners told him how idiotic he is, as he cannot complete the task and will be executed for certain. But he told them why he gained time. He said, who knows what could happen in 1 year? May king die before 1 year is complete, or may horse learn to fly. Life has a highly diverse course timeline almost for everyone. Life passes like stream, not stay like a lake. As it continues flowing, our brains are trained to think situationally, so we can't realize sometimes that even the worst has to pass once. I gained time when I got stuck for matters to self-heal and time to create better opportunities. Stubbornness taught me how to develop optimism. After a bad time passed, I managed things. It allowed me to move on next step. That was to develop optimism and paint a positive future. For me to get motivated, it ran like nuclear energy in my mind, as optimism kicks out the negative vibes and only allows positive ones in your mind. Optimism has been a powerful tool to solve many of my problems. Stubbornness taught me to shift from survival mode to progressive. Once I was in charge, I shifted my attention from survival to progress. My stubbornness made it easier for me to do it, because it supported me during difficult times and prevented my own discontent inside. Stubbornness taught me consistency. I became consistent by shielding my mind from terrible events of my life to affect me. It became my belief that if we consciously and consistently try to defend ourselves from adverse effects of time, we can and become more happy and fulfilled in our life. But if we fall into submission to the crisis of our lives, we will still survive but will not accomplish peace. So we need to be stubborn to succeed in life.